What's good? It's DJ Swagger live from the studio or from the bedroom. That depends on the angle. And today I'm going to break down my song Things You Do from my new album Minor Major Grand Schemes for Thomann Between the Lines. So this is the project, some background information about the song. So this is a collaboration between me and Just Lil, a singer, musician from the UK, London, and she's fantastic. So how this turned out, she just sent me stems of a song and I kind of basically remixed it, but the song wasn't released before, so we made it just like the official original. I did this song after surgery when I was in hospital because I broke my leg and like last winter. That's another story, but this is how this song came together. And to begin with, so this song is actually pretty dang simple. It consists mostly of the lead vocals that sound like that. We got piano. We got a bass line. And we got a beat that sounds somewhat like this. Alright, so this is Fruity Loops, don't judge me. I think it's the best fucking program ever. So you can see the basic timeline of the song, and I'm gonna jump into the mixer sometimes to explain it, some effects and like effect chains and something. So the song starts out with just like the plain piano and vocals, and it sounds like that. And this one jumps right into the first part, that is the beat, the bass line, the piano, and the vocals. It sounds like that. I'm quickly gonna break this down for you. So we get the beat. Is as simple as that. It's just like a bass line on the 1, 3 and a snare drum on the 2 and 4, and it sounds like that. Like this, like the simplest beat on planet Earth, right? We got hi-hats, like typical like offbeat hi-hats. Shakers in this case. So I used like 2 different samples. The third one is different shaker than the first and the second and the last one, just to give it some variation. Then we got like the background shaker, sounds like that, and it shakes just all the way through. We got one track of like affected percussion. It's basically the whole beat just ran through an effect plugin and re-recorded it and put it back on there. And we got the bass line. Pretty basic 808 bass playing a very simple melody at a very simple rhythm. So all together, again, it sounds like that. 8 bars of that, and we would get right into the main part / chorus, and it sounds like this. It's just basically the first part, but I copied the piano and I pitched it up by like 7 semitones to fit the scale and add some like top notes. And this sounds like that. Also added some flangers and a stereo enhancer. And the stereo enhancer is actually pretty neat because what it does, it just like, for instance, takes a mono track and duplicates it and plays it with like a small, like a very tiny delay left and right. So I can make this even harder if I just crank this up. And you can hear how the left track plays first and the right one comes in a couple milliseconds after. So for this I had it on like 5 milliseconds or so. This is how that comes together. And we got a string playing a very, very simple melody as well. Goes like that. This one is from the M1 plugin from Korg. Pretty nice old schoolish sound. Also I copied the vocal and also pitched it up by 7 semitones to match like the second piano. And that's basically the whole song. So I copied the intro over and like basically the whole part again, and just like changed some very minor details on this. You can see there's just like small fractions of sounds in here that I consider background effects. So I'll start with this one, for instance. We got that on vocals, and we got that on the rim shot. It sounds like that. Now, this is actually pretty easy to do, so what I usually go for is I got an effect plugin that is called Isotope Stutter Edit. It's very cheap actually at the moment. You can get it for a good deal. And what it does, so it like if you map your MIDI device, in my case this Korg Mini Loc, or just like your keyboard to it, you can add it on a track or even like the master and fuck around with it like that. So if you play something and you got it mapped, you can hit a note and it has all these amazing effects and you can do all kind of weird shit. And I was just like recording some of that and picked out what I liked and edited on top of the song to give it like some more depth. To make it sound like this. I forgot about the background effects vocals, so this one is just like the vocals with like reverb, delay, stereo enhancer and some distortion. The drums themselves I didn't do too much, just like mainly added compressors and maybe like small equalizers, because from my experience it makes more sense to seek out a sample that sounds like close to what you want it to, instead of like fumbling around with it on like an effect chain out of like 7 to 8 plugins. That's just CPU trash and takes you fucking ages, and in the end you may not even be fully satisfied. So like for workflow and stuff, I just try to find like the not perfect but the best sounding sample for my case and add it to the mix, and that way I don't have to like do much with it anymore. And this is Things You Do.